Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into one of the most profound and inspiring stories in Islamic history, the story of Prophet Ibrahim and his son, Prophet Ismail. This is a tale of unwavering faith, ultimate sacrifice, and the boundless mercy of Allah. If you're new here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more stories that inspire and educate. Now let's begin. Introduction to the story. Our story begins thousands of years ago in the ancient lands of Mesopotamia, where Prophet Ibrahim lived as a devoted servant of Allah. Ibrahim was no ordinary man. He was chosen by Allah to guide humanity toward monotheism during a time when idolatry and false worship dominated the world. Despite his deep connection with Allah and his unwavering commitment to spreading the truth, Ibrahim had a longing that weighed heavily on his heart, a desire for a child. He prayed with every fiber of his being, asking Allah for a son who would carry forward his mission of spreading faith and righteousness. Finally, Allah answered his prayers, blessing him with a son through his wife Hajar. They named the child Ismail. The birth of Ismail brought immense joy and renewed purpose to Ibrahim's life. Little did he know that this son would become central to one of the greatest tests of his faith, the journey to a lifeless valley. As the years went by, Ibrahim received a divine command that would change the course of his life forever. Allah instructed him to take Hajar and young Ismail to a barren valley, a place where no vegetation grew, no water flowed, and no other humans lived. It was an arid, lifeless land that seemed inhospitable to survival. But Ibrahim didn't question the command. He trusted Allah completely. With a heavy heart and unwavering resolve, he set out on the journey with Hajar and Ismail. The desert sun blazed fiercely above them as they traveled across endless stretches of sand. Hajar cradled Ismail in her arms, shielding him from the heat, while Ibrahim led the way in silent prayer. When they arrived at the appointed valley, now known as Mecca, Ibrahim began unloading their few belongings. He placed a small pouch of dates and a skin of water beside Hajar. Then, without a word, he turned to leave. Hajar was confused. She called after him, her voice trembling, "Ibrahim, where are you going? Are you leaving us here alone in this desolate place?" Ibrahim didn't respond. His heart was too heavy to speak. Hajar, sensing the gravity of the moment, asked a single question. "Is this Allah's command?" Ibrahim stopped, turned, and nodded. Tears welled in Hajar's eyes, but her faith was as strong as her husband's. She replied firmly, "If this is Allah's will, He will not abandon us." The miracle of Zamzam days passed, and the harsh reality of their situation set in. The dates and water ran out, and the scorching desert heat became unbearable. Little Ismail began to cry, his tiny body weakened by thirst. Hajar's heart broke at the sight of her son's suffering. Desperate to find water, Hajar ran to the nearby hill of Safa, her feet sinking into the hot sand with every step. She climbed to the top, scanning the horizon for any sign of life. Nothing. She hurried down the hill and ran to the opposite hill, Marwa. Again, there was no sign of water or help. Hajar didn't give up. She ran back and forth between the two hills 7 times, her determination unwavering despite her exhaustion. On her 7th journey, she collapsed near Ismail, tears streaming down her face. She prayed fervently to Allah, pleading for His mercy. At that moment, a miracle unfolded. Beside Ismail, the ground began to tremble. Suddenly, water gushed forth from the earth where his small feet had touched. Hajar rushed to the spot, scooping up the water with her hands and drinking deeply. She gave some to Ismail, who immediately stopped crying and smiled. This miraculous spring, known as Zamzam, became a source of life in the barren desert. Even today, the Zamzam well in Mecca continues to provide water to millions of pilgrims every year, the ultimate test of faith. Years later, Ismail had grown into a kind, strong, and obedient young man. Ibrahim's love for his son had only deepened with time. But then came another divine command, a test even greater than the last. One night, Ibrahim had a dream in which Allah instructed him to sacrifice his beloved son, Ismail. Dreams of prophets are a form of divine revelation, and Ibrahim understood that this was a direct command from Allah. The thought of sacrificing his son was unbearable, but Ibrahim's faith never wavered. He approached Ismail and with a heavy heart told him about the dream. To Ibrahim's amazement, Ismail responded with calm acceptance. "Father," he said, "do as you are commanded. You will find me, if Allah wills, among the patient." The sacrifice and divine mercy. On the appointed day, Ibrahim and Ismail walked together to the place of sacrifice. The journey was silent, each step a testament to their trust in Allah. Upon reaching the site, Ibrahim laid Ismail down and covered his eyes with a cloth, so he wouldn't see his son's face in the final moments. As Ibrahim raised the knife, his heart breaking yet steadfast in obedience, a voice called out from the heavens. It was Angel Jibril. "O Ibrahim, you have fulfilled the command." When Ibrahim looked down, he saw that Ismail was unharmed. In his place lay a magnificent ram sent by Allah as a substitute. Ibrahim and Ismail fell to the ground in prayer, overwhelmed with gratitude for Allah's mercy. The legacy of sacrifice, this event became a cornerstone of Islamic tradition. Every year during Eid al-Adha, Muslims around the world commemorate Ibrahim and Ismail's devotion by performing the act of qurbani, or animal sacrifice, in remembrance of their ultimate test of faith. Their story is a timeless reminder of the importance of trust, submission, and patience. It teaches us that true faith is not just about words, but about actions, about placing our trust in Allah, even when the path ahead seems unclear. Conclusion. And that, dear viewers, is the story of Prophet Ibrahim and Prophet Ismail, a story of faith, resilience, and divine mercy. If you found this story inspiring, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, share it with others, and subscribe for more content like this. Until next time, may we all strive to embody the unwavering faith and trust that Ibrahim and Ismail displayed. Thank you for watching, and see you in our next video.